Assalamu alaikum, dear folks. I hope you all would be doing well. Today, the discussion is regarding the blockage and impounding and confiscation of passport, and we would also discuss that how the person's name can be included in passport control list. For people whose uh, passports are confiscated or their passports are impounded, their passport is might be blocked as well, and their names might be included in the passport control list. Now we would discuss that who are those persons, who are those persons vested with the authority to either confiscate the passport or the block the passport or include the name of the person in the passport control list. Such persons would not be persons whose names are included in the passport control list, or their names are or their passport is blocked or impounded. Such persons are not entitled to go abroad. We all know very well. So first of all, according to Passport Act, it is the federal government which is vested with the authority to which is vested it is the federal government which is vested with the authority to confiscate the passport, to block the passport, to impound the passport, or to include the particular person's name in the passport control list. It is the such persons whose passports can be confiscated, or whose passport can be impounded. Their passport can only be confiscated, impounded, or their names can be only included in the passport control list with the approval of the federal government. Now the question arises, when Passport Act gives confers authority on the federal government to confiscate or to either impound or to block, or to block the passport, then what is meant by the term federal government? So the in 2016, the Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan elaborated the meaning of federal government. Federal government means Prime Minister and his cabinet. It's a landmark judgment of Honorable Supreme Court of Pakistan, Mustafa Impacts versus Federation of Pakistan, which states that federal government means Prime Minister and his cabinet. That judgment has been reported as PLD 2016 Supreme Court, page number 808, Mustafa Impacts, which elaborates the interpretation of federal government, which comprises of prime minister and his cabinet. So according to Passport Act, it is the federal government which comprises of prime minister and his cabinet, which have got the authority to impound, confiscate, or block the passport, because passport is the property of federal government. It is the federal government which has been given the entitlement to have the ownership of the passport. So passport is the property of federal government. Now, the question arises whether Directorate General Passport and Immigration has the authority to include the person's name in the passport control list, or either to confiscate the passport or impound the passport. The answer is no. There are superior court judgments which states that it is only the federal government authority which can exercise its domain regarding confiscation, impounding of passport, or to include person's name in the passport control list. No other person can exercise the authority of federal government unless or until the federal government itself eh, delegates its authority to a specific person known as Directorate General Immigration and Passport. Unless or until the federal government confers or delegate its authority to a public servant known as Directorate General Immigration and Passport, then unless or until the federal government confers such delegates this authority, its own authority, to Directorate General Immigration and Passport, Directorate Immigration and Passport cannot exercise the authority of federal government in its own whimsical or capricious or arbitrary manner. The Directorate General Immigration and Passport can only exercise the authority of confiscation, impounding, or blocking of passport or including the person's name in passport control is only when federal government through a written order, through a written circular, delegates its authority to Directorate General Immigration and Passport. Otherwise, the Directorate General Immigration and Passport cannot impound nor ban nor confiscate any particular person's passport, because the passport is the property of federal government. There are superior courts judgments in this respect which has laid down the similar dictum. There are Lahore High Court judgments as well as there are Islamabad High Court judgments which categorically states that Directorate General Immigration and Passport cannot exercise the power of federal government unless or until federal government delegates its power to Directorate General Immigration and Passport. These citations are 2026 MLD Monthly Law Digest, page number 125, PLD 2026 Islamabad High Court, page number 1, PLD 2026 Islamabad High Court, page number 15, PLD 2026 Sindh High Court, page number 49. Normally, people who are involved in human trafficking, the smuggling, or people who are involved in nefarious crimes such as human trafficking, or they are involved in illegal migration, they move from Pakistan to another country through illegal means, such people are included in passport control list only with the approval of federal government. But the question arises, if a case is pending, criminal case is pending in a trial court, can that particular person's passport, can that particular person's passport be banned, confiscated, impounded, or that particular person's name can be included in the passport control list? The answer is no. If a criminal case, or if a civil litigation is pending against a person, then that person's passport cannot be confiscated. That person's name cannot be included in the passport control list, because to free movement is one of the fundamental rights of a citizen of Pakistan. So, superior courts have laid down dictum that if a civil case is pending or criminal case is pending, even those criminal proceedings are pending in NAB or anti-corruption establishment courts, then even then the person's name cannot be included in the passport control list, nor his name can be included in passport control list, nor his passport can be confiscated. So just on the pretext of that any pendency of case, criminal or civil litigation proceedings, the superior courts have laid down dictum that and such person's name cannot be included in passport control list, nor his passport can be impounded or confiscated. Only those persons who are involved in illegal migration, human trafficking, smuggling, then such persons can be included in passport control list, or their passports can be blocked according to passport passport rules that have been enshrined in year 2021 under the Passport Act. Thank you very much. Shiraz Advocate.